Hi, this is Dr. Morse, and today we are talking about Chapter 50 in the Berkeley Music Theory Book 2. So this will be tutorial number 50. Let me pull up your text very quickly here. Share my screen. All right, so you should see Lesson 50, and if you'll remember a couple of chapters back, there was a chapter that was I had a different opinion on, so I kind of wrote my own chapter. On this one, I almost did. I changed a whole bunch of stuff, but there's still kind of some good content here, so we'll stick with the text, and I'll just make some corrections. All right. Instead of the title of the chapter being minor 7 flat 5 chord, okay, which probably doesn't mean a lot to you, I'm going to explain it to you as a half diminished 7th chord, and that is the title of the chapter, the half diminished 7th chord. The half diminished 7th chord consists of 4 notes, okay, and we call it a half diminished chord to differentiate it from the fully diminished chord, which we're going to study next in chapter 51. It says in your text the minor 7 flat 5 chord, also known as the half diminished, can be formed by lowering the 5th of a minor 7th chord by a half step. Now, that doesn't mean anything to you because we didn't talk about the minor 7th chord, so here's how you construct it. Okay? What you're going to do is you take your diminished chord, like in the example, the key of C, E flat, G flat, and you're going to add a 7th above that. You're going to add the same kind of 7th, that minor 7th that you added in the dominant 5th chord, okay? So it'll be C, E flat, G flat, B flat, okay? Or F, A flat, C flat, E flat, okay? It has it broken down by intervals here, a minor 3rd plus a diminished 5th plus a minor 7th, or you can think of it as a minor 3rd plus a minor 3rd plus a major 3rd, okay? So the function of this chord is, we will talk about in the second half of this class, but we need to talk about why we came up with minor 7 flat 5. You're going to see that in jazz notation, pop notation a lot, okay, to mean this chord. For the purposes of our class, we're going to do it like this. You're going to see it C diminished, and then usually you see a 7 after that, as I left that out. So C diminished 7, and then the little slash through the circle there, I mean it's half diminished. So C half diminished, and then there should be a 7 after that. There pretty much should be. So you're going to do number 1 here. You're going to build a half diminished chord. Remember, it is a diminished chord with a minor 7 on top. You're going to build that for 3. And then this one, I crossed some out, okay, because we didn't talk about that minor 7th chord in the last chapter. We'll probably get to that at the end of the class. So don't do 3, 4, 5, and 8. Do the rest of these, though. You should be able to analyze it. So E, G, B, D, okay? I'll do the first one for you, would be E half diminished 7, because there's your diminished chord, and there is your minor 7th. So listening to these things, let's just take that last one we talked about. E, G, B. That's your diminished chord we've been studying and listening to in our ear training exercises. And what I'm going to do is just add the D on top. Okay, that is the minor 7. The minor 7, it's the same 7th as a dominant 7th, but we have a diminished chord on bottom. Okay, there is tension in that chord. Okay, let's do it on another one. We'll do all of these in the demonstration video coming up. But so let's say you want to do it on F, A flat, okay, C flat, E flat. All right, that is your half diminished chord. So we will have a demonstration on that, and then we will go into fully diminished. This is Dr. Morse signing off on tutorial number 50.